Hi guys, good evening and thanks for joining. So in the last class, we discussed about EDR policies configuration, and also we discussed about how to do global exclusions part whenever any business case oriented malware is blocking by our EDR agent. In the similar way, we discussed about detection methods. We have two different types of pending topics now. One is difference between antivirus versus EDR and XDR. In the similar way, instant investigation. So instant investigation, I will show at the time of the practical tool. For that one, you have to register a couple of ticketing tool as well as even our EDR tool as well. So that maybe tomorrow morning I will explain. So what are pending topics are there, we will continue and we'll complete today. So next one is incident investigation. Whenever any EDR or any firewall or any other security tool related security incidents are appearing in the dashboard, or maybe through alert notification, or maybe through email notification. So we have to take care of the respective L1, L2, and L3 level incident investigations. So whatever L1 team they are doing, that is called basic incident investigation. Then they will classify the incident as a false positive and true positive. False positive, it is nothing but it's like a fake incident. It's not happened really, but tool will show something it's happened really. So that is like a false positive. So true positive is nothing but something got compromised already. So that is like a true positive. So these false positive, true positive, false negative, true negative concepts are basically fall under IDS IPS concept. Okay. Anyway, that one we can discuss part of network IDS and network IPS. But so far you can remember what is false positive and true positive. False positive nothing but it's not happened really that incident, but tool will show something it's happened. So that is like false positive. So true positive meaning here something it's got compromised really. So that is like a true positive part. So false negative, true negative, we can discuss later. Now L1 team, whenever any security incident is received, so they will classify whether it is a false positive or true positive. It's a false positive, whatever analysis they have done, whatever evidences they gathered, they will make a summary of the report, and finally they will attach the evidences in the ticketing tool or maybe directly case management tool of our security, and finally they can close it. In case if it is a true positive, they will follow escalation matrix. So they will escalate to L2 team. Then L2 team, they will take care of the incident response. That is called IR. So what is meant by IR here? Based on the incident lifecycle management process defined by ITAL and also NAST. There are two different types of frameworks every organization will follow. One is ITL process oriented. The second one is NAST framework oriented. Most of the consulting and service based companies, they will follow ITL process, like a service delivery or project delivery related companies. Okay. In the similar way, any product based companies, they'll follow NAST framework, but both are fine. Anything we can use it. Okay. So now, whenever if you are doing any instant investigation, we have to follow these two different types of frameworks. One is NAST framework, or else second one is ITL process. For any security instant investigation, security analyst or organizations will follow either ITIL process or NAST framework. So we have separate session is there, process oriented related couple of process we have to define, like what is instant lifecycle management process, what is change management process, what is problem statement, what is solution statement, what is brainstorming session, what is fishbone analysis, what is 9M analysis. All those we can discuss part of our ITIL process. Okay. So in the similar way, another organization also providing instant investigation process, that is NIST. NIST is a institutional organization. It will provide a risk management framework, that is called RMF. In this similar way, they will provide instant lifecycle management process, and also they will provide problem statement. They will provide disaster recovery process. They will define instant response related process and so on. So as I said, IR role is nothing but it's a basically L2 level role. they have to take care of the true positive scenario. Then what is about L3? So L3 level, they will take care of the fine tuning or troubleshooting or onboarding of the log sources or correlation rule creation or policies creation, or even they will take care of the UBA, user entity behavior analytics, or SOAR capability, security orchestration automated response, and finally threat hunting capability. So these are all L3 level role, L1, L2, and L3. Okay, this concept is applicable to SOC, this concept is applicable to firewall, this concept is applicable to any other EDR tool or malware analysis tool or proxy or firewall or network IDS, network IPS as well. Okay, but terminology maybe here and there it is different. So now anyway, we can discuss about in-depth analysis, what is ITL process, what is NIST framework, but here we are discussing about EDR malware investigation part. Just I will give only introduction only. So ITL process. So it is instant lifecycle management process. Whenever any security incident it is received, we will follow a couple of phases basically. That particular process we can call it as instant lifecycle management process. How we can define this particular process? It is like a phase by phase approach or step by step process. How we can take care of the respective instant response or forensic analysis. So that is called instant lifecycle management process. So here, based on the ITIL process, incident lifecycle management process, this concept is applicable to, as I said, all the tools as well, because it's a process. So first one is ITL oriented process. So there are 7 pages or 6 pages are there part of ITL. First one is preparation. Second one is identification. Third one is containment. Fourth one is eradication or mitigation or remediation. Fifth one is recovery. Sixth one is lessons learned. So this is also called as a post-mortem report. So whenever any security incident is receiving based on the ITIL process, so preparation, identification, containment, eradication, recovery, lessons learned, or post-mortem report. So these are all the process we'll follow. So that may be L1 team or L2 team or L3 team. Every team will follow this 6-phase approach. This is based on the ITL side. So what is preparation? What is identification? What is recovery? Lessons learned we can discuss later. Just you can remember these process steps at least. This is also one of the interior question, guys. What is meant by instant life cycle management process, or what is meant by instant response? Next one is NIST framework. So NIST also defined instant life cycle management process or instant response whenever any security incident is received, how we can take care of the forensic analysis or else instant response. So as per NIST, it's a 5-phase approach. Those 5 phases are, first one is detect, second one is identify, so third one is recover, fourth one is report, sorry, protect, recover, and report. This is a 5-phase approach. So this is based on the NIST framework. We have 5-phase approach. First one is detect. So security tools will identify detection of the security incident and identify. We have to identify classification of the incident. What type of security incident we received, whether it is a malware category or phishing email or brute force or authentication failure category or spoofing or flooding or WASP top 10 or any other miscellaneous category of the attack. And protect. So whatever system is got compromised, we have to make sure that is there any other security tools are sufficient, or whether we have to implement any other tools as well or solutions. Recover. So we have to make sure that data should be recovered. Is there any existing backups are available or backup servers are available? We have to go and we have to verify. Finally, report. We have to take care of the root cause analysis, where, when, how the incident is got compromised. Everything we have to document, and finally we have to submit this particular report to customer or client. So that is based on the NIST framework. And this is based on the ITL. So as I said, most of the consulting and service based company like service delivery companies, whoever is working on the projects, nothing but all the multinational companies or any other big five or CMM5 level companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Capgemini, Mindtree, Emphasis, Accenture, all those companies are project delivery companies or service delivery companies. Those companies will follow ITL process. So any companies like product-based companies like Nokia or Google or Facebook or Microsoft, so Robert Bosch, Honeywell, all those companies will follow NIST framework. It depends. So that doesn't mean that always product-based companies only will follow NIST, service-based companies only follow ITL. It's not like that. It depends. Whatever policies they define based on the compliances wise. Okay. So now whenever any security incident that may be firewall or proxy or EDR or DLP or SIM tool or web application firewall, whenever any security incident is coming, we have to use this particular process only. So this process will follow L1 team, L2 team, and L3 team as well. Okay. So that segregation we can discuss later. But now we are discussing about EDR. In the EDR, L1, L2, L3 team also, they will follow same process. So what is L1 roles and responsibility basically? Whenever any security incident is coming, so they will classify incident as a false positive and true positive. So in case if it is a false positive, option 1, so they will close the incident. L1 team will close the incident. Option 2, in case it's a true positive, so they will take care of the assigning to L2 team, escalating to L2 team. So that is about L1 roles and responsibility. It's very simple. It's 0 to 4 years of experience.
Triage also will come in this false positive.
Yeah, false positive. Even triaging, first starting with assigning the instant to, and also triaging of the instant, classifying the instant, and later analyzing the incident. After completing everything, finally they will classify based on the analysis whatever they have done. Yes, you are right. Triaging also will fall under false positive only. L2 responsibilities. So basically, whatever L1 team they assign the ticket, they will do deeper investigation. Deeper incident investigation, and they have more tools and also more access basically. Even they will, can block the IP address, they can block the hash value, they can block the malicious domains, they can block the URL link, all those deeper things they can do. In case they don't have the access, obviously they will assign to L2 team. Sorry, L3 team, sorry. So deeper incident investigation, and also they will take care of the incident response. But this is what actually ITL and also NIST organizations are defined. But nowadays, whatever these multinational companies are consulting and service-based companies, they are not following this process at all. So basically, true positive means something got compromised and they have to take care of the containment, eradication, recovery, post-mortem report or root cause analysis or lessons learned, everything. But nowadays they are not doing that one. Why? Because so maybe Wipro SOC team or Wipro EDR team or Wipro firewall team are sitting in the Gachibowli, Hyderabad, part of Nanak Ramaguda. Maybe their client is belongs to so Axis Bank or Citibank or maybe ICICI Bank and so on. Client is some other location. So whenever something got compromised, frankly speaking, we have to coordinate with customer and client. So that, but here they will do segregation. So couple of people are working in TCS, Deloitte, KPMG, PwC, Infosys, Wipro, all these companies. Even though they are part of LT team, they are not taking care of the instant response. They are not taking care of the true positive scenario. Something got compromised. Something got compromised really. One of the server or end user system or database or application or cloud instance. So they have to coordinate with obviously customer or client only. Okay. So, but here segregation is different. Okay, so hope it's clear, but anyway, we can discuss later. So that is the way how they are doing segregation. Taking care of L3 responsibilities now. So as I said, they will do the fine tuning. So when I say fine tuning, troubleshooting, fixing the issues, debugging, and also verifying the health checkup, core rules or policies creations. In the similar mentoring of L1 team and L2 team. So little bit administration, not full administration, little bit. Admin configurations. Nowadays, admin configurations also they're not doing. Root cause analysis, documentation preparation, SOPs creations. This is also called as a playbook. In case EDR tool, in case SIM tool, additionally we have to add log onboarding, and also we have to add correlation rule creation as well. So couple of times, so sending the reports to customer and client, preparing the reports. Even dashboard creation. So then, yeah, so these are all the couple of roles and responsibility related to L3. Dedicated to SOC wise, I can add couple of other things as well. So like onboarding of the log sources, and also user entity behavior analytics, threat hunting capabilities, SOAR capability. So these are all additional things can be done by dedicated to SOC. Now we are discussing about EDR only. I'm not keeping log onboarding, correlation rule creation, and also I'm not keeping about threat hunting capabilities or capabilities. That one we can discuss about dedicatedly part of our SOC operations.
Can
So
we say that, I mean, can we suggest this? I mean, use cases from L1 and L2?
use cases basically will not call in EDR as a use case, but we'll call it the policies or rules. So that is already kept under this one, rules or policies.
I'm saying about the suggestions. We are
Yeah,
just
yeah,
suggesting.
we can suggestion that one also. Yes, you are right. Yeah, advising or suggestion and validating existing policies, and even quarterly once you have to do the gap assessment. I will keep that one also here. Gap assessment. What is meant by gap assessment? Basically, what is the current state of the security tool and where we have to do the desired state of the our security solution. Maybe current security tool we are not utilizing the proper features. So most of the people, they will go and they will deploy all the tools, but unfortunately because of the skill set issues or resource related constraint issues, so and also they don't have sufficient technical knowledge, whatever tool they deploy sufficiently they will not utilize at all. So even they are deploying 100, I mean, any tool in the security solution point of view, they will use only 70-80% only. Remaining 20% they will not utilize. What is the problem here? Because they don't have the sufficient skills related to how to configure, how to implement, how to do administration, how to do fine tuning, and everything. So basically, fine tuning I'll keep more than L3 level, in between administration and in between L3 level. That is called basically fine tuning part. It's a little bit more advanced than L3 level. Okay, but anyway,
Okay.
keeping under the, so fine tuning also under L3 responsibilities. Yeah, please.
So one more thing, basically gap analysis would be like more of internal audit, right?
No, it's not like that. So gap analysis meaning here, not only about on the compliance side, even example, maybe SIM tool we deployed, or EDR tool we deployed, or firewall we deployed, or any application security tools we deployed, or cloud security tools are we deployed. So whatever tool we deployed, whether sufficiently we enable all the features, whether we are monitoring everything or not from the organization point of view, and also our business requirement point of view. So everything you are utilizing 100% or not. So you have to validate all these features, all these compliances, all these business requirements. So in case you are not utilizing, you have to make sure that whether all the policies enabled correctly, all the business requirement is matching or not, all the dashboards are configured correctly or not, all the reports are generated properly or not. So current state to where the we have to achieve, what is the security posture we have to identify. So that is in the tool based also we can do it, not only just on the complaints point of view or internal auditing point. Internal audit says we can do gap analysis. What is the current state of the controls are existing and where we have to achieve. So like a desired state of the controls. That is part of even compliance also. For every security control or every security technology or every security relation, we have to do the gap analysis.
Yes,
Is it
one
clear?
more thing.
Yeah.
SOP, you said it's a playbook, right? And what about the run book which you
Yeah,
have?
SOP, playbook, runbook, all these are three same as it is. There is no difference at all. So SOP said previously used to call it SOP. It's a standard operating procedure document. It is like a step-by-step process. Whenever any security incident is received, what L1 team has to do, what L2 team has to do, and what L3 team has to do. We can go and so logging into SIM tool, logging into EDR tool, logging into firewall, assign the ticket to yourself, and triage the incident, identify the incident, classify the incident. So then do the analysis, classify the false positive and true positive. That is L1 role. Next one, L2 roles and responsibility, L3 roles and responsibilities. Everything we can document, that is called as SOP. So that is like a version control also we can give all these SOPs at least quarterly once, up to date, whether whatever initially defined, it is matching to current state or not. That is SOP. Coming back to playbook and runbook, there is no need to configure in our any documentation like Word document or Excel sheet or another PPT. Directly everything we can do in the tool itself using computer algorithms. So like a in case it's a false positive, yes or no. It's a false positive. L1 team has to close. In case it's a no, assign to L2 team. So that is the way how we can define. But SOP, playbook, runbook, all are synonyms. All three are same as it is. Any other?
We do have one more role, right? Like SME here.
SME subject matter expert. It is like L3 level role only, but couple of times more than like L3 and in between administration, like I said, fine tuning guy. So that will fall under subject matter expert, or else we can also call it as point of contact. So he's like in between SOC manager and L3 level. So he's more technical, strong, technical oriented person. So he will only concentrate technical related stuff only. So he's expert in all the technical related issues and technical policies and rules and mentoring of L1, L2, and L3. That person we can call it subject matter expert. So coming back to SOC manager or EDR manager or firewall manager, he's not that much technical, but he will take care of the combination of both technical managing skills as well as the people management skills as well. So like a performance appraisal part and also L1 team, L2 team, L3 team who are all coming in the shift and shift rotation part and also performance reviews, everything can be taken by manager or EDR manager or firewall manager or any other tool manager basically or technology manager. He is a combination of both technology oriented and also people management oriented. Subject matter expert is dedicated to technical oriented person. So he's more than L3 or we can say L3 as well. Yeah. Any other? Okay.
Basically, the
So
shift handovers will be done by him, right? I guess.
yeah, shift handover nowadays, it's not like previously how they used to do. So every person has to participate in the shift handover. Nowadays, why we have to waste each and every L1 team time. So that is the reason what they are doing nowadays. Dedicatedly, one day one person will do the shift handover. First, initially L1 team, whatever instance they are working on. So all, for example, maybe in one shift, three L1s are there. So three L1s, whatever instance they received, maybe they received 100 instance. Out of 100 incidents, how many instances are new? How many instances are work in progress? How many instances are on hold or pending? How many instances are closed or resolved? So out of three members of the L1 team, one person will gather all the 100 incidents information and he will hand over to next shift team. So in that particular shift handover, even L2 and L3 team also will participate. But previously, every person used to participate in the shift handover. Nowadays, because of the time related and shift zone related issues, so only one person is handovering everything. Okay, that is shift handover. Yeah, that we can discuss later. Yeah, even a couple of times these shift handover, shift takeover, and per day how many are receiving, per day how many false positive you will do, per day how many true positive instances you are working on. All these process oriented questions also you can expect on the managerial round of the interview. Nothing but second round of the interview. So always your two rounds of the interview. Most of the companies will conduct 2 rounds of the interview, even up to you have 8 years of experience as well. First round of the interview, they will conduct technical oriented question only. Second round interview, combination of both technical and also process oriented and managerial oriented question they can expect. In the second round of the interview, all these process oriented, like whatever you ask, like what is SOP, what is service level agreement, what is conflict of interest, what is gap analysis, per day, how many incidents you will receive, how many incidents you are working on, how many are false positive, what is your team structure or team hierarchy. In the similar way, what is root cause analysis. So which process or which frameworks you are following. All these are second round of the interview we can expect. So little bit technical and little bit process oriented questions as well. That is the second round of the interview. If you are clearing first round, then almost will clear second round as well. Okay. So that's all about overall instant investigation process. Any these process, whatever we are discussing about ITL and NIST, it is applicable to all the security technologies. Not only security, this is applicable to even other teams like NOC or any other support related, whoever is working on L2, L3. These processes are applicable to everyone. So coming back now, whenever any containment, something got compromised, true positive. Something got compromised, meaning here that may be end user system or endpoint or maybe server or maybe database or maybe application or maybe cloud. So, or maybe any cluster and so on. So in that scenario, you should take care of the business impact analysis and risk assessment, BIA, and also called RM. So what is the full form of BIA and RM? Business impact analysis and risk management or risk analysis. So what is this business impact analysis and risk management? So when you are security person or security engineer or security analyst, that doesn't mean that always you should ignore business. So security person always should be aligned with our business oriented objectives and goals as well. Most of the people will think out what is business impact and what is meant by risk is involved, what is the likelihood and what is the impact, what is the financial impact it's going, and what is the confidentiality related issues we are facing, what is integrated related issues we are facing, what is the reputation of the company damage, and also what is availability related issues we are facing. We should think about all these things as well. Don't think like, okay, so once I'm security analyst, one security incident is receiving, I have to take care of the analysis, I have to close the incident. Most of the people in the market, whoever it is available, out of 100% of the people, 70% of the people, mechanical work only they are doing without thinking anything. So security incident, it will come and they will not do any business impact analysis and risk assessment. So they will assign the ticket to themselves. They will go and they will check the reputation and finally they'll make a summary of the report and then they will close the incident. It's like a mechanical work. But you should think about whoever is doing mechanical work, unfortunately, they will not crack the interviews in future. You should think about logical point of view. You should think about a business impact point of view. Think about, so what is confidential related reputation of the company damage it's happening. All those things you have to think logical way. Okay. So then only you can crack any of the interview. That may be, so even architect level of the interview as well. Okay. So coming back here, what is when we have to go for business impact analysis and when we have to go for risk management. So if it is single person is going to impact or single end user is going to impact or single employee is going to impact, in that scenario, so we can, less impact will be there, less attack vector and less attack complexity will be there. So in that scenario, business impact analysis is risk less, and also our reputation of the company damage also is very less, and confidentiality, integrity, and availability issues also it's very less. But in case servers or database or cloud instance or any other database is getting compromised, more impact will be there. In that scenario, don't take decision from your side. Decision making don't do from your side. Please coordinate with your L3 team or please coordinate with the customer or client, because one of the server is got compromised. We are not sure how many people are accessing this server, how many applications are running on top of this server, how many end users are going to impact in case if you're doing any network isolation or containment. In the similar way, we are not sure about are they taking regular backups or not. In the similar way, we are not sure about really whether backup server is available or not. So for that one, obviously we have to contact asset owner, server owner, or data owner, or application owner, or database owner, or cloud instance owner. Then only we can do the proper business analysis, how much business is going to lose, and what is the financial impact, and how much risk is involved. Okay. Option one, single user or endpoint or employee machine or asset is getting compromised. Please remember, guys, all these things you have to explain at the time of the interview. These are all practical, basically. Forget about tool. Tool is very simple. One day you are playing, or 2 days you are playing. Here and there you have to play, and finally you can go and you can do the options. That's all. But everything you have to explain. Whatever I am discussing, all these are only practical, real-time scenarios. At the time of the interview only, they will ask all these logical questions only. So whenever any server got compromised, how can you do investigation? Whenever any end user system is got compromised, how can you do instant investigation? Whenever any brute force attack is got compromised, how can you do instant investigation? Whenever any database service got compromised, ransomware attack, how can you do instant investigation? Even though you are L1 or L2 or L3, doesn't matter for them. Nowadays, L1 or L2 or L3, everything is like a similar type of interview question they are getting. So you should ever have the at least process. But even though practically a real time, you will not work on true positives, like especially L1 and L2. Sorry. But you should ever have the back end process. For example, whenever any family case or criminal case or uh, any other high court or Supreme Court related cases are occurring, if they're going for any interview, obviously they should be aware of the entire process. Whenever any criminal case is occurring, starting with the file FIR case file to till the closure of the incident, till the closure of the case. So every person should be aware of everything entire process. Same way here also, even they were L1 or L2, L3, you should know about the backend process. Whenever something got compromised, what exactly L3 team are coordinating with coordinating the customer client, how we are taking care of the respective instant investigation, something got compromised. Then only you can crack the interviews. For that scenario, you should be aware of all these business impact analysis and risk assessment. Okay. So here, impact will be less. A reputation of the company damage will be less. Risk will be less. And also CIA triad impact will be less. Take example, one of the DevOps person is end user system only got compromised by a virus. In that scenario, we can provide alternative backup laptop to him and he will continue his business operation based on the whatever roles and responsibility depend by DevOps team. And so we can do our investigation part. Okay. So, but server got compromised. If you are doing network isolation, there are a lot of business impact will be there. Lot of server outage related issues occur. Availability related issues will occur. Take example, maybe ICICI Net Banking or Amazon or Flipkart or Swiggy or PhonePe or Google Pay. Their backend server is getting compromised. And if they are taking containment, nothing but network isolation, disconnecting from the network, obviously we can't do PhonePe transaction. We can't do Google Pay transaction. We cannot order any food in the Swiggy or Zomato, or we can't make any of the order in Flipkart or maybe Amazon. Okay, so that is the reason impact will be more. Obviously, customer will get dissatisfaction or disliking of that particular apps. Maybe they'll switch over to some other. So this is the way company reputation damage or trustworthy or beliefness will be reduced. Okay, in case server or database or applications or any other more than one service whoever is using. Option 2, server or database or application or cloud, any other, so is getting compromised, impact will be more, outage will be more. In the similar way, CA triad impact will be more, risk is more, reputation of the company damage also will be very impacted. For this scenario, we have to ask a couple of questions like, what are the questions we have to ask whenever server or database or application cloud is getting compromised? So we should coordinate with asset owner, server owner, database or application or cloud instance owner, whoever is a part of the data owner. We have to ask a couple of questions. Those questions are, is there any backup server or not? Because if you're doing any network isolation or containment or so disconnecting from the network, that is called containment basically. Okay, so in case backup server is not there, directly we're doing the containment to take care of the infection cleaning related to virus or malware or ransomware or formatting of the entire operating system. So it's very difficult for us, right? So that is the reason we should contact and with the asset owner or business owner, and we have to ask, so is there any high availability server or backup server? Backup server is also called as HA. HA means high availability. So in case if it is available, so obviously whatever primary or backup is got compromised, one we can disconnect and second one we can make it like a primary and we can continue the business operation without impacting business. If two servers are got compromised, primary and backup, we can't do anything. We don't have any spare related server. So second thing is, how many users are public are going to impact in case if we are doing server containment or network isolation. So that is the second question we have to ask. In the similar way, are there any critical applications are running on top of the server? Okay, in case if it is running, obviously more impact will be there. So next one, how many end users are going to impact? Okay, that one is already clear part of second point. Are you taking regular backups or not? Because data recovery. So fifth page is recovering of the data. So for that one, we have to take the regular backups. So that backups may be incremental backup, like a SAN or NAS or magnetic tapes or hard disk or any other third party, like a OneDrive or Google Drive and so on. Incremental backup or differential backups. Okay. So these are all the questions we have to ask about, okay, in case critical server or asset is getting compromised. Just like that, don't take decision making from your side, doing the containment and also finally making sure that infection should be cleaned. So for option 2, these are all things we have to ask to respective business owner or whoever is taking care of the application or whoever is taking care of the data or whoever is taking care of the respective database or server or maybe asset. Okay, so this is what you have to explain at the time of the interview as well. Okay,
Should we
so
also take care of this critical vulnerabilities if we have in place?
yeah, critical vulnerabilities for patch management. So that is, it is existing. In case any vulnerabilities are existing, yes, we have to make sure that patch should be updated. And also, uh, in case if it is not patched, when they are going to patch it, that one also we have to verify. Yeah.
Normally we will note all the vulnerable risks, right? So that is one analysis.
Yeah, okay. Your vulnerability or weakness also you have to identify. Yes, correct. Identify, is there any vulnerabilities or weakness or risks are involved. So these are all practical, guys. So whenever they will, it is compulsory interrogation. This one, whenever you are going for any security incident vacancy, compulsory interrogation is. So what is the most critical incident investigation you have done? What is the difficult incident investigation you have done? What is challenging incident investigation you have done? What is the most recent incident investigation you have done? Explain about that particular. So they will give option or choice to you, and you can practice around 8 to 9. And whatever you like and whatever you are confident on particular instant investigation, you have to explain at that particular time of the interview. It's a compulsory interview question for each and every interview. That may be EDR vacancy, DLP vacancy, phishing email vacancy, or firewall vacancy, or web application firewall vacancy, or SOC vacancy, even cloud security vacancy as well. It's a compulsory interview question. Without this particular question, interview will not be there at all. Okay. So that is about real-time scenario or practical scenario, basically. We can discuss couple of scenarios as well, but it's a compulsory interview question, guys. So couple of times what will happen, as I said, so they will ask from their side, what is the most recent or difficult or challenging or so in our entire career. So what is the challenging incident investigation you have done? They will go optional choice to you and you have to explain. Otherwise, they will ask from their side. So please explain about one of the server got compromised by ransomware. Please explain about one of the end user system is got compromised DOS and DDoS attack. Please explain one of the whaling. It is coming via malicious URL link. Explain. Please explain about brute force attack incident investigation. So couple of times they will ask in the reverse way also, opposite way also. So they will give one scenario. For that one, we have to explain. Okay. So it depends on interviewer point of view. What a practical experience he has, according to that one, he can ask. Either they will give choice or option to us, or else directly you will ask and we have to answer back. So this is the way this particular question should be. So that is about how to do business impact analysis and risk management. Risk management, once again, we can discuss depth analysis, what is meant by qualitative, quantitative, and also other. Yeah, I will explain about couple of scenarios. Someone asked about example in detail. Yeah, I will do that. Couple of scenarios we can discuss. Once we're going to tool, we can discuss. So daily basis, what are all the different types of EDR alerts you will receive? Or instance you will receive? Or instance you will work? So dedicated to EDR only, this one. First one is all virus related, all malware related, PowerShell execution, mimic edge exploitation. Next one, potentially unwanted programs identification. One of the server got compromised by malware or virus or ransomware. Only one you can explain, not all. In the similar way, one of the system is got compromised. Here system meaning here only one endpoint. So one system only, one computer machine only. Compromised by virus, malware, ransomware. Okay. So remote access Trojan identification. So these are all the dedicated to EDR only. Don't explain. Okay, so daily I will receive brute force attack in EDR tool. It's a blunder mistake. Brute force attack related authentication failure category of the related attacks. It will not appear under EDR tool. It's a dedicated to EDR vacancy we are discussing now. Forget about cybersecurity SOC operations. So whatever malware category of the attacks are there, those attacks only we have to receive under the EDR tool. In the similar, don't explain about DOS and DDoS attack. I will receive regularly under the EDR tool. It's a blunder mistake once again. Don't say I will receive SQL injection attack under EDR tool. It's a completely blunder mistake. These are all basics. If I'm saying these are all the wrong answers, obviously they'll think like you don't know about what is the difference between EDR and firewall and proxy and web application firewall and which tool is doing what type of functionality as well. All these are basics. Anywhere you are giving the wrong answer, these basics, completely they will misunderstand and you will get wrong opinion in the first question itself. So that is the reason each and every tool functionality and features, you should do the identification segregation and also what is the solution it is taking care. Because couple of people I have seen. So in the EDR tool, I will receive regularly brute force category of the attack. Okay, so DOS and DDoS category of the attack I am working on. In the similar, I am working on the, okay, so malware category, any malware, it's fine. But I'm working on phishing email. All these are wrong. Phishing email, malware attachment, it's fine. Not about phishing email. Okay. So please remember these differences as well. No authentication related attacks, it will not appear. That's what I said. So next one is difference between EDR, antivirus, XDR. So basically every time I'm referring antivirus, EDR, XDR. Okay. So basically there are different generations of the virus attack it's appeared based on the evolution of the malware. Based on the evolution of the malware, not only just about antivirus, EDR and XDR. There are 5 different evolution of the, okay, so malware solutions enter into the market. Those solutions, but it's not that much important, all those 5. But I will explain about only 3. So, but anyway, what are the 5 different types of evolution of the solutions of the respective antivirus or EDR side? Evolution or phases of virus malware solutions. So up to 2000, I can say antivirus, traditional antivirus. Later it came NGAV. So couple of times NGAV we are referring as EDR, but this is the fact. Next generation antivirus. Third one is ESS, endpoint security suite. Most of the people is not aware of this one as well. Next one is EDR. Next one is current generation of the malware solutions are XDR. This is advanced one. Extended detection and response. So these are the evaluations or pages of the malware solution from 1985 till date. But couple of times what other vendors are referring, NGAV, ESS, EDR, these are all like a single solution. So now what I will do, difference between antivirus, EDR and XDR. Instead of here, I will make this one is here. Sorry. One second, guys. Yeah. So difference between antivirus, EDR, and XDR. So first I'll keep antivirus. This is like a traditional antivirus. So this is also if you are going for EDR vacancies, it's a compulsory interview question, not only for EDR, even if you are going for cybersecurity SOC operation also, it's one of the favorite interview question. So second one is EDR, third one is XDR. So EDR full form you know already, endpoint detection response. And XDR, extended, nothing but advanced capability. What are those advanced capability we can see now? It's endpoint based detection, investigation, and response. So it will take care of the only endpoint side only. It will not take care of the application based and also network based, dedicated to endpoint. So this functionality obviously it will be there for, sorry, not here. Yeah. So endpoint based detection and the investigation response. In the similar way, EDR side also, endpoint based detection, by default it will be there. Even for XDR also it will be there. This is a common feature for everything. So second one, endpoint based. So I will feature, I will keep here. That's better, I think. Sorry. So feature I am keeping here. Endpoint based detection, investigation response. Yes, here. So it will do endpoint based detection, investigation response as well. EDR also will do same functionality. Even XDR also will do same functionality. So second point, endpoint based malware. In the similar way, exploitation. In the similar way, attack prevention. It will do partially. EDR also it will do partially. XDR will do fully. So third one, network based. It's a main difference basically. Even second point we can keep for all, but third one is very, very important. Network based detection. For example, lateral movement. What is meant by lateral movement or what is meant by worm? If one system is getting compromised through networking protocols, other system also will get compromised. So we can call it as a worm or else we can call it as a lateral movement as well. Okay. So like a TCP or UDP or ICP or maybe ping or maybe ARP or SNMP, these are all ways how it will do detection and it will go to other systems as well. So that backend mechanism. So network based detection, investigation, and response. So this functionality, it will not be done by antivirus. No. EDR also no. EDR, it will do the endpoint side, but whenever lateral movement or other systems through networking way, it is traversing or it's traveling, it will not detect and it will not block. But XDR will do that capability. Yes. In the similar way, fourth capability, user behavior analytics. UBA and SOAR capability, basically detection and response. So antivirus, no, it doesn't have that capability. And EDR only partially, that too based on the behavior only, not based on the data analytics concept. So data analytics concept here, mathematical calculation and a statistical approach. So like orchestration and automated response, planning of the malware execution, and also taking care of the AIR, automated incident response, it will do partially only. Okay. So, but on the other hand here, XDR, it will do yes. In the similar way, next difference, automated stitching of the network, nothing but identifying, and also endpoint and cloud-based cloud data to improve and simplify investigations. So this one is not applicable to antivirus, no. And so EDR will do partially only, and it's fully, yes, full capability. Mainly network and also cloud-based data, and also improving of the security posture of the organization, and also orchestration and automated response way. Those functionality cannot be done by our traditional antivirus, and EDR will do it partially. And additionally, I will keep some other differences as well. Integrating with VT, virustotal.com, MITRE attack framework to identify what type of tactics and techniques and procedure detection methods, preventive mechanism attack is used, and what the solution is about. And also integrating with google.com and some other third-party website. So traditional antivirus, no. In the similar way, EDR, yes. XDR also, yes. So next one. So this is very important, guys. Containment and network isolation. Containment, network isolation, cleaning of the infection. So everything from the tool itself, no. That's why you have to use sandboxing environment, EDR, yes. And yes. So next one, security orchestration and automated response. No. Yes. Here partially only. Here fully. So first of all, EDR will not do orchestration. So based on the behavior and based on signature only, it can go and it can identify and it can block, but not based on the fully like planning of the respective malware infection and doing the process improvement and also automated response. So what is security assessment meaning is security planning. So based on the respective automated and also based on the network based detection and also based on the AAR, automatic incident response.
So EDR could be most like more, it like a temporary environment, right? Where
Yeah.
we can.
So now that is the reason we have to move to XDR solutions. So all automatic response, even playbooks also, it will be available under the XDR, but that concept is not applicable to EDR. So next one is threat hunting capability. It's a hypothesis based or assumptions based or query based or manual based. So no here and yes here, in the similar yes here. So very important feature. So behavioral pattern. So no here. It's only based on signature. So here yes, and here also yes. So that is about differences. Whenever you are explaining, you have to consider about technical point of view, third party tools integration point of view. What is my third party tools here? So this one, don't skip this one, and also don't skip this one. Eighth point, sorry, ninth point, and also don't skip fourth point and third point as well. Okay, so these four are very, very important. Compulsory you have to explain. So now coming dedicated to EDR versus XDR, what are the differences we do have? We can see. So previously traditional antivirus, if you want to do the any malware infection analysis, so we have to do password protected file and we have to take the file from the respective system, whatever it is got compromised. Then we have to bring that file and we have to do in the testing environment analyzing of the file using static analysis of the malware and dynamic analysis of the malware. But nowadays, so whatever these automated response and planning and orchestration and AR capability and threat hunting capability, everything we can do. Live response, I will give one more difference as well. So last one, live response. What is a live response? Even the machine is offline or online. So we can go and we can do the analysis from the tool itself, from EDR tool. Here no, here yes, here also yes. Nothing but we can contact that particular system and we can take a infection cleaning as well. Through traditional antivirus, it is not possible, but through EDR, it is possible. Through XDR also, it's possible. So see, every tool, it's like a version only, guys. So we can do too much of the in-depth analysis. Too much we can learn for every tool. Okay. So that is the reason every tool we have a lot of vacancies. So now I will provide couple of other differences between dedicated to EDR and XDR from the cost point of view, like pros and cons. So nothing but advantages and disadvantages. Let's go and see now. So first we can discuss about EDR side. What are the pros or advantages I can say? First advantage of EDR side, focused on endpoint security or endpoint detection or response. In the similar way, behavioral analytics or behavioral pattern. Or machine learning capability or artificial intelligence capability. In the similar way, advantages is quick response, In the similar way, another advantage, integration. Integration with SIM tools, integration with integration with cloud connector, integration with primary DNS, secondary DNS, all those with any other third party tool basically. So that is like integration part. Then what are the disadvantages now? Give me another 5 minutes, I'll complete. So limited scope only, nothing but it will not take care of the network based detection and automated SOAR capability. There are a lot of false positives it will appear. Why? Because it's a behavioral pattern. In the similar way, reactive approach instead of the proactive, because it can understand based on the, okay, so behavior based, right? So it's a reactive approach because couple of times we are not sure whether really that instant it's happened or not. In the similar way, skill requirement. So sufficient skilled people are not available in the market. So to take care of the threat hunting capability, all those. So just whenever in the instant will come, they will go and they will do the analysis wise. That's all.
RK,
Yeah.
can we integrate threat feeds into it?
Yes, we can do that one. Yeah. All EDR and XDR we can do. Traditional antivirus, we can get the regular updates only.
Okay.
Yeah. So those things I can show practically.
Okay.
So next one is here comprehensive view. Because not only on the endpoint, even in the cloud and also network and application side, we can see it's a comprehensive view. Because lateral movement related scenario, I give one practical example as well. So second, correlation and also context. Context meaning here tables creation basically, and correlation. So in the past data, whether this type of incident it's happened, it will correlate with existing and also it will correlate with our database, and finally it will give this particular concept is not there under the EDR. Next one, automated and orchestration. So this particular concept, and finally integration. Yeah, this is applicable to same. Coming back to disadvantages. Cost. As compared to EDR, XDR is a little bit cost expensive. So second one is skill requirement. Yeah, same thing here. In the market, sufficient people are not available in the market to do the threat hunting and other capability, especially automation. We have to take care of the Python or PowerShell. Whenever any new attacks are coming, automatically it has to take care of the automated response. For that one, skill is not existing. Nothing but we are not a programmer or developer to make sure that, so all the false positives reduction and any automation oriented or PowerShell execution oriented. So there we are a little bit lagging. And complexity. As compared to EDR, it's a little bit complex because here we have to do planning of the automation and also automated response as well. So these are the main difference between antivirus and EDR and XDR, and this concept is not applicable to antivirus itself. Okay. Now here, how we can expect interview question? What is difference between antivirus and EDR? Okay, so this question, or maybe what is difference in EDR and XDR? As compared to EDR and XDR, very rare cases they will ask what is difference in EDR and XDR, but regular question is what is difference between antivirus and EDR? Traditional antivirus in EDR, this one we can expect regularly. Very rare cases, EDR one, XDR as well. Okay. So I will write interview question as well here. So after this class is completed, I will write interview question, all these interview questions here. And also I created one of the additional Excel sheet. That's all for overall EDR, guys. Only practical tool is pending. Go back to our here first batch and go to endpoint security roles and responsibility. Today I created this particular sheet. today afternoon. So these are all your EDR roles and responsibilities. Whenever you are going for EDR vacancy, you have to explain these roles and responsibilities. Just you can read by opening this sheet. Dedicated to EDR vacancy only, not for SOC, not for vulnerability management, not for firewall, not for proxy, not for other SOC tools. Dedicated to EDR vacancy. Maybe you are applying job in Genpact or Gensar or PwC or Google or Microsoft. So or maybe PwC or maybe TCS or Infosys to EDR vacancy. If you are going for that one, now you can explain these roles and responsibilities. Okay. So I explained about this is X, nothing but your name. This is Priyanka. I have, okay, so 4 years of experience into endpoint security predictions or endpoint security solutions. Currently, I'm working in TCS company. Example, I'm working as an endpoint security analyst for 24/7 into 365 days. Whatever role or experience you are keeping as L1 operational support using EDR tool. So whatever tool we are going to discuss about, you can keep that EDR tool name here. In my organization, what client I'm supporting, so they have more than 20,000 endpoints. Those endpoints are laptop or MacBook or workstation or desktop or maybe Windows servers or Unix servers of different types of operating system flavors. For all those servers, sorry, we deployed EDR agent and it's communicating to 24/7 to our EDR tool or EDR server. And whenever any abnormal or malicious or suspicious or driver downloads or maybe through phishing malware attachment or maybe through removable devices, this abnormal activities happen, EDR agent will communicate and finally alert or incident or alarm will be triggered on the EDR tool or maybe email notification. Coming back to, these are all implementation side, your basic experience and also your environment, how many endpoints are there and how you deployed EDR tool. I'm providing implementation as well here based on these 3-4 sentences. Your name, your experience, and your company, and also your L1 or L2 or L3. In the similar way, what a client you are supporting, how many endpoints are there, what are the flavors of the operating system or servers. In the similar way, how you deployed or how you implemented EDR tool. So these are all about introduction part here. And coming back to our roles and coming back to my roles and responsibilities, whatever I am doing. Normally security instance, sir, before going to that one, first and foremost, on the daily basis, I will go and I will verify the health checkup status of the every end user machine or asset or server that may belongs to Windows or Linux or database servers. So in case status is showing as unknown or inactive or sleeping, I will take care of the fixing of those health checkup related issues by troubleshooting or debugging or raising a case with the vendor. It's like implementation level, basically. Okay. So these roles and responsibility combination of both administration, implementation, and operational support as well. So normally instance or alarms or alerts will be triggered to either EDR dashboard, sorry, or maybe through email notification. Based on the risk score and based on severity, I will prioritize the instance. So after that, I will do the respective tracing of the incident. I will gather the victim IP, end user IP, and also host name, computer name, whether end user server, payload, and also what is the EDR action, like a tracing of the incident I will do. So then I will do the analysis of the incident, and based on the respective couple of tools, I will make it as a false positive and true positive. Yeah, please go through this one. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in the tomorrow class. So these are all the roles and responsibilities. As I said, these roles and responsibilities not only applicable to our L1, L2, L3. I provided combination of both administration, implementation, L1, L2, L3. So how we can say that one? Chameleon, Vosravelli, right? According to whatever role you are applied, you have to change like a chameleon. Whether you are applied L1 role, or you are applied L2 role, or you are applied L3 role, or you have applied EDR implementation or administration. According to that one, You can change like your chameleon and you can explain about these roles and responsibilities. Is it clear?
And one more thing, actually. Basically, you said about triggering of alerts, right?
Yeah.
That will actually come into the SIM tool.
No. Forget about SIM tool that we can discuss later. This one dedicated to EDR vacancy only.
Actually, here you said about this, right? Either you will get through mail
Hmm.
or.
EDR also will get mail.
Huh.
EDR related alerts also will get to mail and also through dashboard of the EDR tool.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Basic investigation and even alerts, everything will come
Yeah.
in.
Yes.
And one more thing, how long does this stay in our, I mean, site or what you say in this EDR environment? If I have an incident today,
Uh, so that depends on the based on the whatever SLS it is defined. So whatever retention policy we are making, whether you want to keep instance or alerts for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. Maybe you are following PCI DSS compliances, we'll keep it for 6 months. You're following SOX compliances, we'll keep it for 3 months. If you are following for ISO 27001, so then we can keep it for 1 year. Depends on what type of business we are doing and what type of compliance we are following. And also one more thing, whatever service level agreements you are agreed with the customer and client. For example, EDR related, okay, so I'll explain that one also better. EDR SLA agreements. Whenever any security related EDR, okay, so incident or alert is triggered based on the severity wise. So as I said, critical, you have to fix in the, basically we'll keep only 4 hours. 4 hours, it's impossible to work on priority one incidents. It will take even so 24 hours also. But anyway, we'll keep 8 hours. In my organization, we are following this one. So company to company or organization to organization, these SL will vary. Okay. So high, we have to fix in the 24 hours. Medium, we have to fix in the 48 hours. And also low and informational, I'll keep 5 working days because it's not that much dangerous. So this is response time basically. Overall analysis. So I will say instead of 8 hours, I will say 4 hours. So here I will keep 12. And here I will keep 24. Yeah, you can say this one, but acknowledgement time is very, very important. Acknowledgement time or acknowledgement response. It's a 5 minutes only. It's 30 minutes. It's 1 hour. It's 1 day. So this is acknowledgement time. Acknowledgement time is different and also response time is different. When you say response, overall incident investigation, and this one immediately we have to respond back, stating that yes, we are working on this one. So now according to this one, our SLS will be there and it is existing our EDR tool. And whenever any security incident it is occurred, immediately we have to pick up. Always our main goal and objective for any security analyst, that may be EDR or vulnerability management or firewall or proxy or web application firewall or cloud monitoring tool or security monitoring related to SOC using SIM tool. So always our main target or goal or objective to keep our dashboard or alarms or instance should be empty. That is our agenda as L1 or L2 or L3. That's why you have to monitor always dashboards or alarms or alerts tab. Okay. So this is about SLAs. This is also one of the interview question. So in your organization, what are the different SLAs you are following? So it depends on in between consulting and service based company. What is mean by SLA? First of all, it's agreement in between contractual between our customer and also consulting and service based company. In case these SLs are crossed. So for example, Our critical incident investigation, we have to complete 4 hours. One of the malware system is got compromised. One of the system is got compromised malware. We have to complete in 4 hours. Unfortunately, this SL is crossed 4 hours, 1 minute. 1 minute crossing also, it's a penalty or fine. Now, water penalty or fine, they are defining at the time of project allocation or giving the project or order to us. Okay, penalty or fine, we have to pay. That may be, it's very expensive. In my previous organization, whenever I was working on product development company, in case if you are not able to patch product related vulnerability or application related vulnerability or mobile related vulnerability and OT IoT related vulnerability, we have to pay to police department, sorry, healthcare department, Navy, Army. For these are all my customers basically. 6,000 Great Britain pounds we have to pay for 1 minute penalty. I mean, 1 minute SLA cross also. 1 minute SLA crossing also, or breaching or violating, we have to pay 6,000 GBP currency. It's very expensive, correct? Almost 6 lakhs. That much penalty we paid. Already couple of customers we paid. Already we paid to UK police department one time. One of the instant is got compromised. One of the vulnerability is not able to fix by product development team related to 0-day. Okay. So that's why we have to make sure that whenever any security instance or instance you are working on, please make sure that within the time you have to complete everything. Okay. When I was working on TCTS in Chennai location, so Siri, so that particular time period, one of my colleague is called, his name is called Sunil Baisani. So that time we are working on EDR tool or antivirus tool related to Trend Micro. Unfortunately, my friend, so my colleague, he went to coffee break, he went to lunch break, he went to even afternoon coffee break. Unfortunately, he assigned tickets, 3 tickets at a time. And instead of completing, okay, so 9 hours time period, he completed 9 hours, 3 minutes. All 3 instances got compromised. Sorry, all 3 instant SLAs got breached. So in front of 60 members, entire team, part of MSS team, he said sorry. So that much strict policies Tata company is following. Why? Because we have to pay penalty, right? So one instant it is crossing itself, we have to pay a lot of penalty. It's like a lakhs. So that is the reason. Don't always give priority to how many instances I am working on, like a quantity. Don't think about quantity. So think like quality as well. Quality meaning here, whatever instance you are assigning to yourself, you have to complete within the SLA time. That is called quality. Most of the people will compare within their team members or within their colleagues. I have to work on more number of instant, but they will miss out quality. Whoever is working on quality based with less number of incidents also, they'll get more hike. Okay, please remember. So not quantity is important, even quality is very, very important as compared to quantity. Meaning here, so instead of crossing the SLAs, without SLAs, you can work on less number of the incidents. So that is the meaning. Weightage will be there, that we can discuss later. So that's all about overall EDR tool. So practical tool session is pending. So for that one, I will make one of the video how to create ServiceNow ticketing tool as a instance using developer tool, and also how to register a practical demo tool. I will go with either Sophos or CrowdStrike. Okay, so then we can go and we can discuss about our EDR tool with practical experience or practical scenarios. That's all for today evening, guys. Tomorrow I will start DLP. Okay, so tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. IST class. Do you have any questions?
Excuse me, okay, I got a question.
Yeah, please.
You told like EDR tool will not detect brute force attack, right?
Yeah.
But like within the endpoint, like within the system, there will be local user account, right?
Mm.
If that is compromised,
Mm.
it will not give any notification alert?
No, EDR will not give any authentication failure or account is got compromised. For that one, what we have to do? So all authentication that may be local user or end user or service account or admin account. So these credentials are getting compromised related to authentication. Now all these logs will go to our SIM tool. So sorry, domain controller Active Directory. Now we have to integrate all these logs related to local user account is got compromised, or end user account is got compromised, or service account is got compromised, or admin or root account is got compromised. Now we have to create a correlation rules in our SIM tool. So that for brute force attack, that for so after so many login failure attempts, successful login succeed. In the similar way, password spray attack, rainbow table attack, pass the hash attack, dictionary attack. So now all these logs will go to SIM tool, and based on the logic or based on the condition or based on the algorithm what are we defined, now alert will be triggered in the our SIM tool. But unfortunately, EDR it will not identify all authentication or user accounts is got compromised.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a good question. Any other?
RK, you talked about this behavioral one, right?
Yeah.
So EDR, you said it's partially.
Hmm.
Till what extent it will do is what I wanted to know.
So it will give the more number of false positive, and also it will do the immediately after installing the EDR tool directly. It will without observing 1 month or 2 months time period. From day one itself, it will identify the false positives. Nothing but alerts will be triggered. But on the other hand, XDR, it will do the orchestration. When you say orchestration, basically, so it will do planning. So based on the user action and activity, it will observe the 1 week traffic or 1 month traffic, and according to that one only, it will provide the automated response. So there we'll get the less number of the false positive. That is the beauty of the XDR.
Okay, you said about automated incident response.
Yeah.
For the...
Any other?
Is it challenging to fine tune false positives in EDR?
Obviously. So it's definitely it is difficult. Why? Because based on the action it is doing, based on that, for example, maybe daily you are watching horror movies in YouTube. So without now, whenever you are opening YouTube, now YouTube can understand based on your behavior. So it will give always horror movies advices or suggestions solely to you. Whatever you're watching. So nowadays, each and every tool or application we are using, those behavior and action so it is giving to us. So obviously, yes, reducing the false positive for that one, we have to do complex. It is not that much difficult, but complexity is more as compared to XDR. So like we have to use automation related to Python or PowerShell, integrating with all other monitoring tools and making API calls. It is a little bit complicated as compared to XDR.
Okay, sir.
Any other? Okay, guys, that's all for today evening. And so please go through these one. And EDR theoretical session is over. Now, whatever we discuss theoretical, just you have to compare with the practical. So now dedicated to now EDR vacancies also you can apply, and you can attend the interviews as well. Okay. So tomorrow I will start DLP. Dedicated to DLP also, we have a lot of vacancies. Now DLP here, almost licensing option, design, implementation, everything is same as it is. Only data classification, data aggregation, data collection, data discovery, data policies, and detection methods are different. Remaining agent status and deployment methods, all those, everything is same as it is. Okay. So that's all for today evening. Tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. IST. And please go through roles and responsibilities, whatever I provided, part of Excel sheet. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in the tomorrow morning class. That's all, guys. Thank you so much and good night.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Yeah, all endpoint security solutions are completed. I will show practical demo tool. Okay. So give me another 2 to 3 days. I'll complete theoretical, then we'll go for a practical. Okay, guys. Thank you so much and good night.